Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing some Ghost Rider figures from 1995, the Toybiz line. I'm also going to be bringing you some Diamond Select Ghost Rider statues. These are really awesome and well worth the look. I'll be giving you price guides as always, and although these figures never had their own cartoon line, it was rumoured they would, but it never happened. Ghost Rider did make quite a few cameos in different animated TV series, such as X-Men. There was a Gambit one, a storyline, and I'm pretty sure he turned up there. Fantastic Four, he took out Galactus. That was really cool. And of course the Hulk, he turned up in the Hulk TV series. So he did have some cameos. It's just a shame that he never had his own cartoon TV series. There was a really cool advert which came out where it was like 30 seconds long, and I'm pretty sure it was the Wolverine's voice, the guy who does the Wolverine, who sort of narrated over it. If it wasn't, it was someone who could take him off like almost perfectly, so that's really cool. As always, I'll give you price guides on the figures and everything else, any top tips I can think of, and if you could, please hit a like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and please turn on notifications. I would really appreciate that. And please share with your friends to help this channel grow. With that said, let's get on with this review. Okay, so starting off with this figure review, we've got Blaze, who has suppressed his powers, but years later discovers he still has the powers and he can channel them into this really cool mystical flamethrower in action, his Hellfire gun. So this is a really cool figure. He's got this cool blonde hair ponytail going on, sunglasses, trench coat. Not a bad looking fig. You can see there's articulation in the arms, there's some in the knees, so pretty standard for that time. This is a 1995 version. If I just turn it up and give it a little flick there, you can see there's a comic book inside. Each one came with its own comic book, which is cool, similar to the He-Man figures. So yeah, this is Blaze, who suppressed his powers but then finds out years later he's got them. We'll spin it around so we can have a look on the back. You can get Blackout, Vengeance with rib calling action, Blaze, the one we've got here now, Ghost Rider, Skinner, and Ghost Rider 2. It's a pretty cool set of figures. Like I say, never had the TV series to it, but yeah, pretty awesome. Price wise, what would you pay for this at the moment? Well, I'm going to say £30 UK pounds, you're in the green, £35 and you're on the nose, and £40 you'll be overpaying, depending on the condition. But you know, they're not that easy to find. These, I found they're quite difficult. I never had any as a kid, but they are a struggle to get hold of, and I'd advise that you find a seller that's got several of the ones you need and look towards the United States. You're gonna have to pay the import tax and things like that, but are a lot cheaper. When these do come up in the UK, they tend to be £50–60 each, which is crazy, because you can get them over in the States for around £30 if you add all your import and postage charges on, no more than 40. So definitely look to the States if you're buying these. Don't buy from the UK. They tend to be, unless of course they're selling them at a good price, but at the moment that's not the case. So this one was from Wave 1, a pretty cool looking figure. Next up I have got Skinner. This guy looks absolutely awesome. He's got these really cool sort of bones sticking out his arms, bones sticking out of his chest, bones sticking out of his rib cage, his knees. Again, the articulation's just in his knees there, and I think there's articulation in the shoulder. You can't see, but these do stick out at the back as well, and he comes with this utility belt. Really cool looking figure from the same wave. If I lift this up very carefully like this, you can see that if you squeeze them together, everything sort of encloses in his chest. Look at that artwork there, that's really cool. All of these figures glow up in the dark, and I forgot to mention loose prices for these figures. I'm going to say are pretty much all going to be the same with accessories. I would say do not pay more than £15 for these loose, providing they're complete. But yeah, he is, if I just bring him in, look how awesome that figure is. Look at that face, bones coming out of his face, man. That is so cool. Clearly like a muscle bound bad guy. I really like this figure. What would you look to pay for him? Well, Skinner, I'm going to say is £30. You're going to be in the green. 35, you're going to be bang on. Pretty much that is his market value in 2021. And if you're paying 40 or more, you're starting to overpay. Next we have Blackout, a vampire that comes with this accessory, which is a bat, which you may recognise because this came with the Morbius figure from the Spider-Man toy line, but it was a different paint job. He glows in the dark. His wrists do move as well as his elbows and his knees, again in this like cool sort of trench coat. These Ghost Rider figures have these cool trench coats, and I think that's really awesome. He is a vampire, but instead of sucking blood, he sucks out your life force, leaving you catatonic, which is really cool. There you go. If you squeeze his legs together, his mouth opens. Really cool looking figure. I don't know if you can see that face. It's actually not a bad looking face, but because it's all that kind of glow in the dark paint, I don't know how that's going to come out on the camera. But yeah, he is pretty awesome. Price wise, he's a little bit more difficult to find, definitely. These are all difficult to find today, I have to say. I'm going to say £40 and under, you'll be in the green. 45, you're probably in today's market prices on the nose, and anything 50 and above, you're going to be in the red. Next, we've got Wave 2, which we've got Serranos, the original Ghost Rider, Outcast, Exploding Ghost Rider, and Armoured Blaze. So a really cool set in Wave 2. So I'll just bring this in. That Serranos figure I do see loose a lot. Usually missing his cape, but I do see him loose a lot on the second market. This one here is quite a pricey figure, even if you buy him from the States. I'd say you're looking at around 70 for that one, so that's definitely a little bit of toy gold if you bought it at a really low price many years ago. I do see Outcast come up quite often around the £40 mark. Exploding Ghost Rider, Armoured Blaze, so yeah, really cool. We've got in my hands the Exploding Ghost Rider. Really cool looking figure. You squeeze his legs together and he literally explodes. This is a Blaze character again, not the Tate Ghost Rider. Awesome glow up features on his head. Comes with this platform. Really nice looking figure. What would you pay for Exploding Ghost Rider figure? Well, I'd say 45 and under, you'd be in the green. 50, you'd be bang on in 2021 prices, and 55 and over, and you're starting to overpay. At the time of making this video, I did find one for as low as £22. It was bidding, but no one had bid on it at this point. So if you could grab that for that kind of price, you'd be doing very well, because like I say, these are very rare and they are very difficult to get hold of. I hope to get some more at some stage to try and complete both waves. I mean, you never really see these motorbikes and figure sets that came out. You just don't see. You do see some of these, they're sort of just the figure sort of stuck in place. You don't see many of these where you could, you know, have the figure and the bike, which are really cool looking. So there you go, there's the Ghost Rider. Now I'm going to switch off the lights and we're going to see how good they are all lit up in the dark. So here we go, let's take a look at these in the dark and see what they come out like. Absolutely amazing after all these years, because these are 1995, they still look up really well. I hope this comes out on the camera so you guys can see what they look like. There's Skinner. These look really cool. Ghost Rider's face is all lit up. Awesome, absolutely awesome. And of course Blackout, there he is. All that face was all sort of glow paint. This is really cool. Yeah. So after all these years, if you were a kid back in 1995 and you got one of these would be pretty cool toys. Up the Diamond Select Ghost Rider statue. Look at this. It is absolutely magnificent. Price wise, you're looking at £350 in the green, £400 on Target, and anything £450 and over, you're starting to go into the red. There was only so many of these made. They all come with authenticity certificates and they're all sort of marked on the bottom. I'll find out in a minute how many there were. I'll have to put the camera down to have a look, but look how cool this statue is. This is absolutely magnificent. I haven't took measurements, but I'll kind of come back so you can sort of get a good look at sort of what size we're talking. This is a really cool statue. Up is another Ghost Rider statue from Diamond Select. I've just looked on the bottom. Both of these are only 1,000 ever made of each. This one would set you back again around $350 when he first came out after the movie, and it is absolutely amazing. The main difference between the two is this one is all glass across the bottom. All of the sort of water, it's from that scene where he's in the movie where he drives across the water. Absolutely fantastic with his chain. A really cool looking statue, and one that I am so proud to have in my collection. So there we are. There is my Ghost Rider statues and Toybiz figure line. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you got any of these figures? Have you got any of these statues? Let me know down below. Do you know anything about that cartoon series? Was there ever going to be a cartoon series? Was it just a rumour? Next week I'm going to be bringing you the X-Men Series 1 Toybiz figure line. So that's really cool. So make sure you turn on notifications if that's your thing. As always, please hit a like and please subscribe and please share with your friends. Thank you for your support and good luck searching for that toy gold.